Good evening, Twitch. How you doing? It's Thursday night, and if you're probably watching me right now, then you are probably stopped watching the Game Awards 2016. And I gotta say, it pretty much kind of carried the same spirit and tone as it did last year. It's just, partially nice. I do like a lot of things actually the Game Awards did right. Still a lot of things I do heavily criticize and just seems very awkward and out of place, but at the very least though, I'm glad the effort is being made. I do hope they find better ways to reward multiple game studios, because watching that makes me just kind of illustrates a lot of problems that exist in the game industry, and it's kind of unfortunate when you actually look at it, when you actually really look at it. But for now, though, why don't we just jump on in here and get right on into the action of playing some Civilization 6 here, and we can talk about everything goes on the Game Awards, what's been going on, because even I'll admit right now, I actually missed a lot of it, actually, which is very unfortunate. But I did see enough about it, a good deal of it, though, for a good, well over an hour, of the award show itself. So, okay, why don't we just jump right in? Let's play some Civilization 6. We'll actually resume our game. We were playing as Gorgo, for good Greece. As we conquered Japan. We're probably gonna conquer China. I don't want them expanding either.
Printed pages hold great changes within. The world, once so vast and mysterious, has grown smaller and more familiar. Yet, there are always questions to be answered, faiths to be tested, and national identities to be formed.
That's actually nice. They actually finally updated, so you're no longer hearing just the ancient world over and over again. So, kind of catch up here. We are going for a cultural victory. I know that sounds a little weird. I normally don't even do cultural victories, but this game has proven to me that, hey, it's actually worth the effort. So, as I was saying earlier, we were spending our time, we've more or less have explored our entire continent here. We got a lot of city-states here we've discovered, but we aren't fully finished expanding on this continent. We want to expand as much as possible, but we also do need, thankfully we do actually have the ships now, we need to start investing and start building some ships here, so hopefully we can actually get to that. But most importantly though, I think we're going to conquer China. They denounced us, they give us a reason to actually go to war. But for now, though, we're going to recover our army and then slowly move it south. I think, if anything, looking at this, they kind of look like they went for probably a religion. No, they actually doesn't look like they went. They look for like they went for a religion as well. So, for now, enough about Civilization 6 for a moment here. Why don't we just play this here? Let's talk about what people probably actually want to talk about, and probably enjoy mocking and wait for all the snarky videos to come out. The Game Awards. Did I already take care of that square? I did. I already made a mine out of that square. So I saw the Game Awards. Really, I'll admit, I do enjoy. I'm glad they are putting in the effort. Do I have any boats? I have a galley at least. Well, one boat's better than no boats. I'll take it. Why? Really? I can't get those workers? Oh, they're on a hill. That's why. Well, let's conquer that at least. So, when I actually, so unfortunately, because I woke up so late, I didn't get to really enjoy watching all of the Game Awards. I woke up at the moment where actually the first thing I actually saw was actually probably one of the things I'm actually interested in seeing and develop now. It's the PC game Dauntless. And the reason why I'm actually interested in that is primarily because I'm primarily interested in Dauntless because it actually shows from what it looks like, you know, very much monster hunt. You know, not really. I guess you wouldn't say monster hunting. It has very smooth graphics. I'm interested in, from looking at the actual website, I already registered my name and everything, which is good. It does look like they put a lot of work in, although I will say the first thing I saw the moment I saw that guy launch himself off with that, with the rocket hammer was that Ruby did it. Which is something I didn't expect myself to actually say. But hey, transforming weapons always seems to be is always an interesting thing. For God's sakes, we've enjoyed the Transformers for years. And what are those? Those are people turning into cars. Let's see here. We need to build a lot of traders. Actually, you know what? Since Sparta's our main area of building, so we can actually keep these guys up. I do want to build a settler. And I need a lot. I have a lot of production to build in these cities here. I apparently didn't build a mine there. I'm surprised I didn't. My goal right now is to basically create enough settlements where I just conquer the entire region and make sure I can have all the natural resources here on this continent. Alrighty, so where am I here? Really don't want these guys to... Can I? Okay, I was worried. I was wondering for a second, like, why can't I get these builders? I apparently could get those builders. Still can't do anything else. I'm not putting those guys in danger. Stalemate. I'm not sending my horsemen to die. Right. The stalemate. That's... They're fighting someone else already. I don't even need to bother with that. But yeah, Dauntless. I actually even took some time and before I started the stream, I actually looked up the developer. The developer's Phoenix Games, and they're actually based in Vancouver in British Columbia. So another Canadian developer. I swear those Canadians are taking over. I'm gonna declare war on you already. That's a good that's a good great person to get. Let's see here. Petra. That would be a really good one. What's this specifically say though? On all desert tiles for the city. Must build on deserts or floodplains without hills. Well, I've got plenty of desert to build this on. That's no problem here. Surrounded with the desert. I love how the city that's a desert is the place I'm building all of my stuff from. Right, well... Oh, I have to... Well, you already denounced me. Oh, I can't invade unless I actually declare war. Right. Alright, fine. Let's see... But yeah, so it's Phoenix Games. They're a developer in Canada, and I didn't see what engine they were using though. And I gotta say, I always do like seeing like game studios, and this is actually one of the problems the game industry actually has, and it's one of its current ones, is that the industry has effectively we're just gonna declare war here because he denounced me. I can declare war. We're declaring war. I know I promised to try and be more friendly towards nations, but I want war. I want to wipe these guys off the map here. I'm not a person who enjoys sharing my continent. I mean, it's only 100 AD. I mean, you'd do it too if it was 100 AD. Alright. I know I would. So we're gonna take Zhang first. We'll take the capital, since they're closer. Do need to watch out, though, because... Thankfully, we can actually use this great person right away. Get ourselves some more money. But I'm always excited seeing new, like new game studios and such appear. Really, they go for my catapult first thing, huh? All right, I'm okay with that. Let's see. Athens, what can you? You know what? We're actually doing all right. You can actually build me another settler. Alright, can you attack? You can. Unfortunately, whatever the capital builds here, I have to take as is. Well, let's see here. How am I going to do? Minor victory. Those are major victories. Those are actually really good. I'll take those. I will take that damage for my units. Oh, it's so good once you actually build up lumber mills. It's also really nice to be able to actually cultivate every square you can in your every single tile. I like that about this game. A scout's is going to kill my army. Part of me thinks I actually make this too easy. Let's see here. After I get printing, I should focus on ships, which is interesting because culture in this game is where all the where all your ships stem from. I'm actually gonna send this guy out to danger. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that, but let's actually send this off and let's go on an adventure. I need to get rid of that floodplain. Just have to look to see what other squares I haven't cultivated yet. Let's see. I could probably just tear down that forest. Really? I still can't attack them. That's interesting. I thought I would be able to attack them. Almost got it. So close, and yet so far. Let's see. Probably cultivate up there. I'm sorry, China. I need to conquer this continent. It's the only way. I have a lot of. Oh no, faith per turn. I have only +3. Oh. Let's see. Pergamon. Let's actually get that. Let's get that road built. There we go. Unfortunately, I have to keep the city because that is the capital. And we'll actually have you heal. We need to kill you. We can probably get rid of you by... Yeah, we can. Okay. So we can actually have these units heal. And what the heck is... Oh. Alright, let's get rid of that scout then. Ah, yeah, they went religion. Why do they always go religion? All of these cities always go religion. Why? It's so bad. I don't need religion. Nobody needs religion in this game. I don't care what people think. Although, actually, I am interested now, because you could technically go... wow, that is actually a lot of ships. Oh dear. Well, let's just attack the one with settlers then. Well, I could send him down. Actually, I can. Yeah, actually, 2 builders. You know, actually, I could just use. I'll just use all those builders then. Oh, my one little ship's gonna get destroyed. Actually, I probably shouldn't have him fight. I need him to explore. Let's see. Am I hungry? Do I need housing? No, we're fine. That. I really don't want to build culture there. I know I'm trying to go for culture, but at the same time, I just want to build. Actually, traders would be good. Let's see. Is there any cities where I don't have a road towards? I apparently don't have a road towards Argos. That would be very helpful. Any of these places need a trade route? Actually, I could just do this. This will be faster. Breslov. That's going to be a very interesting road, but apparently that also counts as completing a quest. That's very nice. Alright, we're going to just send this ship away. Oh my god, look at all these look at all this stuff that didn't even get built. That's a tragedy. Tragedy, I say. And I still have the same problem. All my people are always unhappy. I've never seen any city ever rebel against me, though. I will say that much. What? But, well, that's a jerk move. Alright, well, so much for getting that builder, then. Can I... There we go. City didn't even have walls. At least all these cities are really, really unperfect. Actually, this city needs a granary. Look at all this stuff it can actually build. Alright. Yeah, that culture's done. Goodbye, China. That's why it's always good to actually cut them off as quickly as possible. 2 more builds, no more growth. All right, let's go cultivate this. Let's go cultivate the north. Just have you skip your turn. Oh, good. I can take those settlers then. Thank you for donating those settlers. Really helpful. Goodbye, China.
寡人未曾料及，而言非也。
Not like this. Goodbye. Alright, well, let's see what the city actually has here first. What do you have? You have a holy site. That means your city is going to get razed. I'm sorry. Goodbye, Longxi. People are no longer needed in this world. Let's see. Now that we have a settler, we can actually expand a little bit more. Fortunately, not a lot of resources we could take. This actually might just be the best place we can actually go. Maybe, what was this, plains? Yeah, it was actually just normal grassland. Actually, that probably is actually the best place we can go. I do need this, actually. I also want to get trade up. I want to get as many traders completed as possible. But you, though... Do a great lighthouse? What's a great lighthouse give me? Admiral points. So... plus 3 gold. It's not bad. I'd rather do something else with them, though. Yeah, let's get all the traders we can. Well, now we just need to kill the barbarians. And we have another settler. We can actually settle up in the north here. Let's see, where can I send him? What's a good spot to actually settle? To expand my culture as much as possible. More desert. It's not bad. Actually, right up here would be good. I know the city is suggesting the spot up there and a little further north, but it's not exactly the best idea. Let's see. Get all that wheat. And we can send them up there. And then with the horsemen. Can actually get them up there too. And now you can explore. Because now we no longer have a threat. You can explore too. That'll help us. That'll really help us. I need to build as many roads as possible. Oh, something else needs orders. What's going on here? That's one thing. I still wish you could automate the builders. Automation is still very critical in this game. Like, I still don't know why they didn't allow any sort of automation. I could actually probably settle a civilization right over there. Well, let's actually just send them over here then. Oh, don't you run, barbarians?
Might not be mightier than the sword, but maybe the prince.
Alright, so I pretty much need ships. That much is very true right now. Unfortunately, oh, that's right, we needed Kyoto. Alright, well, we might as well just repair the holy site. If we're stuck with the city, we might as well enjoy it. Let's see. No, we don't need these catapults. Yeah, we could just put them by the city for now. Get rid of those barbarians. Is this actually really the only place I can settle? See, that would give me stone. We die. That's a hill. That's also a grassland, but it's also near mountains. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, this is actually probably the best place. Let's see. Plenty of housing. Why do they always want me to build acropolises on hills? It eludes me. The Forbidden City, where I could just build that anywhere. 307 turns. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. For now, you can build a monument. Alright, well, for now. Why? Get out of here. Ah, that's not what I wanted. Oh well. Oh. Oh, I'm just giving orders over and over again. Well, I guess we're expanding 6. Hey, Lockery, how are you doing? You've yet to play Civilization 6. How does it compare to 5? Well, compared to Civilization 6 is more of a board game than Civilization 5, as you can tell. One thing about the game, as you'll notice, I've been doing. I don't know how long you've been watching, but now you have to cultivate pretty much every single tile. Let's see, what else? Like, is there anything specific you'd like to know? Like something like a playstyle you usually do, or like a certain style play or victory. I can tell you right now that diplomatic victory is gone. So you no longer have any sort of. Let's actually get rid of that. We don't need to worry so much about military anymore. Is there a certain race, or not race, civilization you enjoy playing as? You know, anything like that I could actually answer. I personally actually like Civilization 6 a lot better, but that's only because it was only until I watched a video on how to actually basically do domination builds in Civilization 5 that I finally actually understood Civilization 5 a lot better. And once I took that knowledge into Civilization 6, the game does a much better job at explaining everything. Okay, mainly victory conditions, research changes, combat changes, city changes. Okay, that's no problem. I'm more than happy to answer those questions. But first things first, let's actually improve building some wonders here. We want to keep that. Settlers. This is actually perfect. So, let's start with the victory conditions here while I'm going through things here. Victory conditions in this game. So, of course, there's the high score, which go to 2050 AD. Highest score wins. But the other conditions that will result in a victory in this game are military, effectively conquering the world, religious, convert the majority of civilizations. Actually, I can show you right now here. So world rankings here. This is our victories here. So science victory. Science victory is still colonizing Mars. You do have to do a lot more things actually before that as well. You need to actually send a drone to the moon. You need to have a man land on the moon, and then you need to set up a colony on Mars. So you have to effectively launch 5 things into space, and you need to actually build a space district for that. Science victory is the longest victory out of all of them. Then, of course, you have your culture victory here. Culture victory is based upon the concept of tourism, and that's something I normally don't do. This is actually my first time actually going for a cultural victory. So the important thing of building a cultural victory is I need to build. Let me actually show you real quick here. Let's actually take. I don't think I have anything building here. I know Sparta has it. What you actually can build is the Acropolis here, and that will actually result in improving your culture, and you need to actually get great writers and great artists, and that will basically increase the amount of tourism. Now, culture is actually now a resource in the same vein as science. So if we actually go here, you now have a civics tree, which you actually can learn things faster, very much like science. If you improved your science, in your overall civilization, you will be learning your civics a lot faster. So now you actually have things like, okay, I have a privateer is actually in the civics tree. So, and you also have these cards here, which is the government system. I'll get to that in a moment here. But the important thing is to know here, when you're investing in culture, you are effectively building very much in the same vein as science, but instead, of course, of getting, say, military units or other things like that, you are actually advancing your culture much, much faster, which will obviously give you advantages because there's different governments in the game here, which will give you multiple benefits here. So there's the third. This is the third tier here. What I'm showing you of governments which is suffrage, totalitarianism, and class struggle, or democracy, fascism, and communism. But to get back to that, the more culture earning per turn, the faster you will be learning your civics tree. So this is that victory. Domination victory. Self-explanatory. Yes, Luck Harry, it is a full research tree now. So it is completely dependent on... So, like, okay, you remember how in Civilization 5 you would build a monument, and that would effectively just increase the speed of your civilization's borders expanding. It doesn't do that anymore. It just gives you a flat rate of culture, which is honestly a very good baseline. I would still recommend, when you have the time, to actually build one so you can just consistently keep up. In playing against the AI, because that's what most people do in this game, they just play, they bought the game to play against the AI and enjoy playing Civilization in a wide variety of ways. To actually build that monument there. It keeps that good baseline, so it's like, okay, you're always advancing. But even then, though, you still gain a good amount of culture per turn, where, well, you're just, you're always consistently advancing. So yes, it is a full research tree now, and you need to treat it as such. There'll be very much times where it's like, why haven't I learned something yet? And honestly, the answer is you didn't invest in it. This game does have a lot more focus towards what you want to achieve. So it's not like you can do it all or switch on a dime. You're really incentivized to focus on the type of victory you want to go for. But you obviously want to be careful because things like the domination victory, military, you don't want to be crushed by other nation states. I almost got destroyed by Japan and China during our last stream. They both declared war on me at the same time. Thankfully, I was able to build a couple archers and defend my cities from being conquered, which of course I am apparently leading, which is very nice. And finally, the other thing I don't really do is the religious victory. That it has, so a religious victory, you need to actually effectively convert the majority of the world to your religion, and you can do that by spreading your religion, and at the same time, you are effectively, it has its own combat mechanics, very similar to standard military, but effectively your religious units are declaring war on other religious units. So those are the 4 victories there. Let's see here. We really don't need you. We can actually just fortify. Swordsman. Really need them either. Archer. I want to keep my archers. I always like keeping archers in my cities because, well, I don't really have to worry about it as much now, but it'd still be nice. Let's see. I can probably cultivate that. You fortify. The more units I basically kind of just fortify here. I don't want to worry too much about. I don't think I need to worry about any other nations declaring war on me for a while. So, let's see here. Let me just complete this turn here, and I'll go back to explaining things here. So, as you notice here, what I'm doing with all my builders, I'm focused more on making sure I'm always always improving the tiles, because with every single city now I'll actually show this next turn here.
I cannot imagine any condition which would cause a ship to founder. Modern shipbuilding has gone beyond that.
Also, Sean Bean is our narrator. He is our wonderful narrator who takes us through this adventure. Hey, Jester, how you doing tonight? Okay, so where haven't I built a road towards? So I can actually build Sparta here and send it to Mycenae. I think I'll actually do that. One huge thing that I should note. Builders only cultivate tiles now. Traders are now the things that build the roads. So the one downside I will say about Civilization 6 that I will consistently criticize, because it's unfortunate, is you need traders for everything. You need traders are building your road, and you can't automate the builders. That's the one thing that really, really sucks about this game. You just can't automate anything in this game here. Let's actually send traders here. So you'll find yourself having to actually build a bunch of traders. And let's see. No, we don't need. I don't need a great admiral at the moment. So when it comes to like cultivating everything and building roads so you can actually get around on your continent, it's a lot slower now. The game is a lot slower. Doing good. Listening to some Grammatic. I don't listen to hip-hop. I really do increase my musical tastes. Although I'm honestly tempted more for studying for Arcade Pit and listening to more retro music, so I can actually recognize music. Well, it's getting ready to hop back on Warframe. I still love that game. I actually do enjoy that game, but the problem is I do not want to... Yeah, I know. Here's the ironic part. I don't want to socialize with other people and try and make trades for platinum. I don't want to do that. If Warframe's devs gave players a way to just give items for platinum so they can buy more inventory spots, I would probably be a lot more invested in Warframe. But they make money hand over fist from making platinum. So, one other thing I should actually say about, so we can actually talk about cities just for a second here. And this actually is the one thing I really liked. So, in Civ 5, there was an overall happiness meter for your entire civilization. So, if, like, your entire civilization is really, really unhappy, your production would stop. Now it's focused on cities themselves. So you're now really just focused on focused on cities themselves, which you have to see here. So this is my capital. This is Sparta here. It can tell you how many turns it'll take for your city to grow another citizen. So there's 29 citizens actually, or not 29. How many citizens do I have? How many citizens do I have here on this? I actually don't know how many citizens. I don't know how many. Huh. Okay, well, I don't know how many citizens I have at the moment here. But this, the city tab here on the left side is actually all you need to know in terms of making sure your city will prosper. So one thing I always do poorly in this game, because I advance so quickly in this game, is amenities. And the only way to really get amenities in this game is to build entertainment complexes. I'll get into the districts in a moment. The second factor that affects your city growth is housing, and housing is expanded in a couple of ways. Some of the districts here will give you some housing. We'll increase it a little bit. The granary, for example, will also give you some plus housing. You also have some districts like the aqueduct. They're specialized in giving you additional housing. But your other primary means of getting housing will be things like the farms, which gives you half a house. So 2 tiles here, so I have 2 farms here just in this little area. I know I turned my mouse off here. But to the left of Sparta, you'll see a couple of farms. And, 2 of those basically give me 1 house. So right now I have a total of 9 housing, I have 5 citizens, so that's how many citizens I have. So that's actually all you need to worry about when it comes to maintaining your city's production and making sure they're happy. So right now they're displeased. Not getting as much food. My city's not going to grow as quickly. I usually get a gigantic boom, simply because I primarily focus on building a lot of builders here. And since for the moment here, why don't we actually build a museum here in the city here? Because this is actually one of the few cities I actually have an Acropolis. I need to actually change that, and I need to update things. The downside is I really don't want to give away all this production. One other great thing about this game is when you actually go into your building, it actually will tell you straightforward how much production you're getting and how much food you're getting. So as you hear, there's 1 little food, 3 gears. I'm getting 1 food, 3 production. Looks like I can only build so Acropolis is the theater district for this Greece civilization. That's a specialty here. Let's see here. Trade chat is just as horrible and use an external website for trading. I would not feel comfortable with doing an external website for trading things in Warframe. Well, they did add Maru's Bazaar, in which you can go set up a shop, which is essentially showing people. I don't want to do that though. That's me being logged into a game, waiting to do trading. You know, I don't want to set up a shop when I know the items I'm going to be farming are so low tier that no player will ever actually want to buy it. That's honestly the biggest problem I see with Warframe is whenever I played, I would play it, and I would finally get some like, oh, hey, you know, I could build this item to this Warframe here, but it's such a low-tier Warframe, nobody actually wants it. Nobody. And that's probably one of the biggest, and that's actually probably one of the biggest issues here. No, I don't want to use the city here. Not a lot I actually really want to use this city for. This is actually the one thing I have problems with Civilization here. Civilization 6 is because now there's the district system. You have to be really, really decide what each city, what you want each city to do, and that is a huge thing because placing your wonders, placing your districts, you have to be very specific in where you're placing them because once you cultivate that, that's it, and you're giving up certain things like production or other things that can really, really hurt you in terms of what you actually can, well, just get. I don't really want to build a military. Actually, I need a scout. I can use that city to build a scout. Well, right now you can just fortify. I could build a lumber mill here. That would actually be nice. Basically, what I use just has you list an item and people send a message if they want it. I guess that would work in Warframe. Like I said, I'm usually very, I have trust issues when it comes to doing things like that. I have been very much a victim of like, hey, let's trade something, because of my experience of playing MMOs date back to Sierra's The Realm. I don't know if you guys remember that one, but it's an oldie. It's an oldie for an MMO. I'm used to very much like say, hey, let's set up a trade, set up a deal. Great, wonderful, awesome. Do this, set up the whole trade and such, and take the item. They take the item and they log out. Now I'm basically screwed out of an item. That's pretty much my main reasoning of why I actually don't like that. Yeah. Oh, good. I can actually, this will actually be perfect. So, marshlands, wetlands here, you can't really do much of anything, so to me that's like, hey, this is a perfect place to build like a wonder of the world. You can remove a marshland with a builder. Builders are still very much your bread and butter when it comes to that. Also, as one thing, actually, I'll just show you, go back real quick here to Argos. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing, my city's going to be very, very unhappy. Once you build a district, so this city here has a harbor, I actually just chose to build a lighthouse. Very much also like the city center here, you're building on that tile itself. So you're always basically cultivating a very specific spot here. So I actually need... We have a lot of roads here. The one good thing about traders, thankfully, traders don't have to always move. Traders don't have to actually simply move just on the map. You can instantly teleport them from city to city, which is a very, very nice improvement. So I can actually send, that trader to Olympia, and that would use its turn, just to let you know. Let's actually try this again. Let's actually get that, get these guys. I just committed suicide on my units there. Warframe, you can't do that up until both parties accept, so have both of their offers up. Although people will try and buy things lower than you want to sell, people try to get me lower my already low prices. Yeah, see, I'm kind of done doing that stuff. I would rather just have a system be in place where it's just automated for me. But at least it's good there's at least some, you know, some protections. So I'm actually grateful to hear this, that does exist.
The natural history of this archipelago is very remarkable. It seems to be a little world within itself.
And of course there are natural wonders. I'll be honest, I haven't figured out exactly what the benefit of the natural wonders are. That's something I still, you know, it's like I've come across them, but I've never had to actually build anything. Let's see, let's send the scout to explore. That'll solve our problem. See, something tells me I could actually expand there. I just have to wait a little bit longer here for Athens to actually do that. So for now, let's see, what are the other things you actually wanted here? Let me check here. So research changes. So research changes, kind of, let's actually just go back for a second here. Like I said, you have two researches now. You have your civics, which is based on culture, and then you have your standard technology tree, which is, of course, based on how much science you have. So, you want to build things really, really quickly. When they first mentioned Mars, but and you guys, I'm glad to see you guys both play Warframe. That's actually nice. I do enjoy when people actually come across having a similar hobby together. Let's see, how many people? Wow, these people are actually content. It's a miracle. I think for now I'll just build another scout and just have these guys go as much as possible. This city needs a granary because I am not feeding my people. And he's a settler. Where can I expand my city? Actually, it looks like there's two areas where I can expand. That's nice. Let's actually do that. Let's actually build southward. Thankfully, city-states don't usually do any sort of war. Don't do any sort of war stuff here. So I can actually build a... Send this trader to my city up in the north. What? What? Okay, that was a little weird. I meant for them to attack it. Oh, you guys are lucky. I always have to actually make sure my name is always available. Like I said, when the game Dauntless from the Game Awards show came out, that was the first thing he did. I have to jump on getting Tenmar every single time. For me, it's always a race. It'll always be a race. I'll never understand why, but it's always a race. But I am actually legitimately interested in seeing more of that game. But it's good to know at least you guys don't have any issues of getting your names. See, here's the thing I'm hesitant when it comes to building districts. When you build a district, it takes over that tile completely. But you can only build so many districts per city, and the way that's actually breaks down here, it can actually go down to the districts, buildings, wonders, and trading posts here. It'll actually tell you, so I have one constructed, I can actually have up to 3 here because of the population. So I currently have 8 citizens. So because I have 8 citizens, I can have up to 3 districts here. But for each one, I'll be giving up stuff. And one thing you always want to be careful, which really does hurt you, is you need to make sure you have enough food. But the tearing part is, you only get so much food from the immediate area around you. You always need to actually be very, very careful in, like, you'll find stuff like, oh, I can only build 2 districts. Like, this district here has a market. Markets and harbors, they're both districts, and they actually determine how many trade routes you can actually have total. So I only have 7 out of 9 right now. I should actually build another one. Let's build another trader. Because traders, like I said, traders are what you use to build all of your roads, and you want as many roads as possible here. Wow, we are actually... See, this is a perfect situation to illustrate my point here. We are effectively stuck in being stagnant right now. And that is because there is no longer a place for me to really expand. I, of course, can buy tiles. It'll be 3 turns until border growth, so I'll actually gain a little bit here, which will be nice. But I'm basically stuck not being able to grow anything. So I could build a campus, I could build an encampment, and that'll increase my housing a little bit, but it won't really be that much. Encampment probably will always usually give you the most amount of housing compared to all the other districts. Like I believe it's encampment and campus will always give you plus housing. The other ones don't unfortunately give you any sort of housing here. Could actually, I want to build a great lighthouse. No, actually no. Let's build a great lighthouse here. This is probably actually one of the best times to actually build it, because these 2 cities are nowhere near ready to produce anything. So let's actually just build a great lighthouse right here. But yeah, that's always been my problem with playing Warframe, though. I could just never get, like I said, it was the advancement of getting additional items here. So, like I said, so this is actually the thing about trading here is you can see all the red lines here. You effectively have to send the traders to every single city at least once to get a trading post, and that'll improve how much you're actually going to get from them. City-states have been simplified a lot easier now, so every single turn you'll usually get either 1 or 2 envoys, but you can also get more envoys by doing quests. And the quests are very simple, so like this one here, trigger Eureka for banking, trigger an inspiration for theology. Eureka and an inspiration and Eureka moment are one and the same. That's related to the tech tree. I'll show that in a second here. And this one here just wants to send me a trade route here. That's be nice. I think I can do that. No, I cannot. At least not from this trader. This trader, I just want to build as many roads as possible here, so I'm going to send it to Zhang. And it does say what benefits you actually can get, what benefits your city will get from trading. So that's another way you can actually get food and production. But primary use about trading is to get, oh, I already had that built. Apparently I already had both of them built. Okay, I can send one over here then. Primary use of trading is building roads, and roads are always important in this game. Alright, now we can crush you. I knew I forgot something. I had a feeling I forgot something. Huh? Okay, that was weird. For a second, it was showing the wrong city. Let's see. Watermill. I always like building watermills. Just always improve your cities. Like, this is a perfect city for production that I will greatly enjoy. Oh, that was another thing, actually. Here's my other criticism, is that a lot of the time the game will just jump your game into another area. So you're actually just never fully, so one moment, like, okay, you're building your, you're trying to select one unit, and you want to make their movement, but it won't. You're effectively stuck, making a decision for another unit. So you always gotta be careful. Half the time I'll end up making a mistake, and, I'll just end up, you know, like I did up there with the barbarians, all like, oh, okay, I tried to make my horseman attack, I'm not able to actually make my horseman attack. As I said earlier, you get envoy points, so I get 2 envoys at 150 influence points, and so I'm getting 7 influence points per turn right now. Envoys are what you use to negotiate with city-states now, so there's no longer, like, military city-states, there's no longer trading city-states and such. City-states are effectively either a huge help or a huge loss. So I have 2 envoys now I can send to each of the cities here. So I can send 1 more envoy here. Usually 6 is always the benefit here, and it always says here what you're getting. So for 1 envoy, you get 2 culture in the capital. At 3 envoys, you'll get 2 culture with every theater square district. So every city that has a theater square or a theater district, you'll get 2 more culture. And the last one will give you another 2. So like I said, I was going for culture. That's kind of what I was primarily focused on. But they do still have... each city-state still has their own defining thing. So, City of Candy here, they're faith-based city-state. So if I ever send envoys to them, if you're going for a faith victory, that's a city you actually want to benefit from. If you are the suzerain of that city-state, and this is where things get a little more complicated, you will, in any civilization, if they have the most amount of envoys, they become the suzerain, and they will get multiple benefits here. So, and they're really, really big benefits here. So, as you can see here, this city-state's benefit, if I'm the suzerain, your cities have full housing from water, as if they were all next to a river. So I maximize my housing in this, but also some other ones. Diplomacy bonuses. This city-state follows you into war and peace with other players, so other civilizations. It will follow me. If I declare war on another city-state, all of their military units will follow me. And they will battle that nation on my behalf. Units, I can enter, of course, their area. I can use my builder units to improve their city-state. I normally don't do that because you need to do a lot of building in this game. A lot of building. You will always be consistently building builders. Almost throughout the entire game. I can pay gold to actually take control of their entire military. And here's the kicker with this. I can pay them. I can take over their entire military, so I will have direct control instead of AI control. But if another civilization, if I'm competing against another civilization and they become the suzerain, it does not matter. I will effectively lose immediate control of that army and all of their units. So that is actually one huge thing. So I can actually just click on the city here. I can actually declare war on it. Levy military, that's, as I was saying, I can actually levy their military. It would cost me 765 gold to temporary control of all their military units, and it will return to the city-state's control after 30 turns, or if the suzerain changes. So, like I said, it's always important to be very careful if you want to make that gigantic financial investment here. I also want money here for my capital. Usually it never hurts to at least put one envoy in, to always at least do one envoy to a city. Never hurts to just do the one. Strategy games stealing control haven't. Yeah, I agree. That's one thing that happens. It happens just way too much. So I'm actually gonna build. Actually, I'm torn here. Actually, this is, you know what? Actually, no. What I'm gonna do with this settler here, I'm actually gonna expand out here. I know it's primarily desert, but is that a marshland? That is a marshland. That actually would be this actually would be better. I want to expand my territory as much as possible. So probably. Expand it right here. Expand it right here. Yeah, that's all. Oh, okay. Fine.
If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a cartographer.
I do enjoy that.
Having seen a non-market economy, I suddenly understood much better what I liked about a market economy.
So every time you do learn a civic, let me actually go into the other core part of this game, and this is the government system here. So, so this is my government here. Let's see, can I actually change that? I can't change my government. Actually, no, I can. So when you start with a chiefdom, and this is about how many cards you can actually use. Cards effectively dictate how your nation state is going to be ran. Yeah, Sean Bean did a great job for voice acting this game and reading. Like, it's always nice having a good voice. Like Leonard Nimoy was solid for Civilization 4. So as you advance, your civilization will adopt new governments. There'll be governments that are more warlike. So the red cards are military, the orange are trade, the green are diplomatic, which are which consistently affect the city-states and spying when you get up there. And then there's the wild card. Usually every single civilization will get a wild card. But pending how you actually evolve your civilization, you'll actually carry legacy bonuses. So if I go to my government here, it's a merchant republic, so I get 15% discount on gold purchases. So when I actually want to buy things, I get a discount. I also get +2 trade routes. But my legacy bonuses, though, because I was previously an oligarchy, my units get 10% more experience and another 1% discount. And apparently I'm also getting... I'll also get a discount off gold purchases as well. But to get to the policies here, this is your thrust of how your government and how your civilization will develop. And these are very critical. So right now I have conscription, 2 military cards right now being used here. So I have unit maintenance, reduces the amount of cost of my military. I have a gigantic military right now that costed me a lot of money. Cost me 21 right now. It would probably cost me 21 gold per turn. It would cost me twice as much if I got rid of conscription. This, I personally value this as like a top tier military policy. Professional army, I do need to sit down and upgrade my army. So when I actually do that, it will cost me a lot, but this will reduce it 50%. And as you can see, a lot of different policies. There are policies that will let you produce military units a lot faster, so you're in that moment, war was declared on you, you can actually switch your policies. You can only switch your policies either if you discover a new civics, or you pay to actually switch up your government. And there's no penalty, there's no revolution or anything like that for switching. You just pay the money in flat gold, and it's done. Usually you won't really have to do that, because the governments always give you enough cards for what you're primarily aiming for. And what tech you're actually researching. Economic policies. These are mainly focused on the production. I personally rely heavily on economic policy cards, because they 50% production towards building settlers. It takes me 9 turns right now to build a settler. It would originally take me 18. That is a huge benefit. Serfdom. Builders only last so many turns. The default is 3. This serfdom card that you can get as you play through the game will give them 2 extra build actions, which means building a farm, building a mine. If an area gets pillaged and you have to repair it, or have to tear it down and then build it, that's what serfdom's for. I value that very much as well, because you can get a lot more value out of those builders. The other ones I don't usually use. I don't really see a huge benefit in terms of like the district adjacency bonuses. I don't really see much value from that. Triangular trade actually would be really good. If you have a lot of trade routes, like I said, you really have to build this. Like I said, you can actually focus a lot more on economy, where you can just buy everything. And of course, these are also wild cards here. So these are cultures you get. So to get your great people, and each great person has their own use. You have to actually, you don't have to just use these cards here. That's what the specialty districts are for. You can actually get great person points and use their special talents to write great works, great art. Engineer will usually improve your production of your cities. Generals improve the power of your military. So things like that. It's actually not a bad idea. Although I think I'll keep... Do I even have anything to improve? No. Okay. I think I like it as is. I'm not really worried so much right now. Although I will need to start slowly improving things. So, if we go to the technology tree here, Eureka moments, as you can see here, mass production. Even though I haven't studied this at all, it's already halfway done. And the reason of that is because I built a lumber mill. And whenever you... a Eureka moment is always 50%. So it will just cut down the cost in half immediately. So for this here, it gives me... So mass production lets me build on a harbor, a shipyard, and I also get this wonder here, the Venetian arsenal. I will be honest, I don't see much of an improvement in terms of building wonders yet, but that's just me. that's just my own personal insight here. So the Patala Palace here. One thing I will say though for the wonders here, a lot of wonders will give you additional policy slots. So like the Patala Palace here, if I built that, I would get a diplomatic policy slot here. I'm actually working on the Forbidden City because that'll give me one wildcard policy slot. And wildcards are really, really great because you can put anything in there. Military, economic, or the artist here. And another great thing, you can actually just simply jump ahead. So like say I want steam power, but I don't want to deal with figuring out what I actually specifically need. This will actually go back to as far as it needs to and go through all the trees until you'll actually get that. It's not always efficient. It's not always the most efficient, but it can definitely help you. You know, at least make sure you're not worried about advancing in the wrong direction here. Like if you're going for more economics, you can do that. So, and also I will say civics and technology will also reveal new resources and such. So as you see, we're actually very close to getting towards the modern age here. That sewer would actually wouldn't be a bad idea. Actually, we'll do that. We'll go for the sewer. And of course, I can choose a new civics here. So like right now, if I really, really wanted to, I could just say, you know what, I'm not worried about, you know, going ahead. I just want to select my government right away. So like if I want to go with democracy, I could just select democracy immediately. If I want to do communism, I can just select communism immediately. And I think for now, that will just take things one step at a time because I want to look for, I want to look for culture, and that's actually one of the things I've always seemed to kind of always screw up. So opera and ballet, that's actually a perfect one here, and because I don't have it learned yet, the game will actually go back and just start learning everything, and I need to go back a lot apparently. So it seems like for well, maybe not culture. It's actually one of my most productive cities. And I have a trader. So if you see a red line here, the ship it'll just go by boat. And the reason why I usually will always send traders back to the same city over and over again is because they didn't build a road in that direction. And that's always important. As you can see here, use the builder. The builder is now gone. Oh, I can finally do, my ships are now set up so they can actually explore. Let's see, where do I want to put this here? I want to put this city right here would be a a good spot. I'm torn between getting up north here and getting, you know what, yeah, we'll put it right here. I think we can expand it as far as it needs to. You're so happy you just got your Nikana Prime. Oh, you got that Warframe. Yeah. Soon I shall discover the other civilizations. And then they shall know who really is in charge. Let's see here. I can actually build one more trader. No, I can't actually. This last trader is already being built. It was the katana weapon. Oh, Nikana Prime is a weapon. I thought it was a Warframe. Sorry, it's been a very long time since I played Warframe. For one time I did play, it definitely was. I had a very, very good experience playing it. You know what? If I'm gonna go, yeah, I'm gonna commit to all this culture here. I'm sure I can. Can I? There's gotta be a better place I can actually upgrade here. Are those hills? It seems like I can only build on hills here. And I don't want to ruin a perfectly good tile. I'm gonna see if I can do this. Can I do this? I can! That's exactly what I want. So I can only so apparently, at least for the grease, I can only build on, I can only build there. Kind of unfortunate. Let's see. This will actually take a while, but I think it'll be perfect. I can actually send this all... Actually, I haven't traded with any of my other city-states here. So city-states, if you actually trade with them... Oh, I can actually do this. I can do send to non-modal. So that'll actually get me an envoy. And it's usually always good to do quests. That poor warrior has to wait until I actually build up everything. Well, let's found in the city. And we could probably just have you build a monument at the start. Can I? Oh, that sucks. The guy won't move. That's very unfortunate, actually. One other thing you'll also learn really quickly is that... Oh, these hills? There are hills. Come on, don't make me do this. Thankfully, city-states don't really get mad at you for anything. You know what? Actually, we're gonna set that horseman to explore.
We're all apprentices in a craft where no one ever becomes a master. I've lived through some terrible things in my life, some of which actually happened.
Yeah, so it looks like actually I do want a campus here. That'll actually also get me culture. So Lee Bai here, great writer. I actually do want this because that will that'll actually lead towards culture. Because what you actually want here, if you're to actually collect, is tourism. That's what you want from every single you know, when you're actually going for the culture victory. So I can actually take. And these bonuses here means I'll actually get +2 more culture per turn here. But like I said, you had to be very... For me, it's always a struggle in what I should be building for these cities here. So I can get all my people happy. Already have a harbor, because just want to build on ships here, and that actually sucks. I don't want to get rid of either of those because of the trading posts. Is that even a cultivated square? It is not. I wonder what the mine means. You know what? Actually, let's actually dedicate this. Like I said, my biggest criticism of this game is that I'm always stuck. I can never decide what I want to actually build towards. So, like, I will massively just improve my, my area. Let's see here.
Flowers surround me, alone with my drink. I pour for myself, no companion to join me. I raise my glass and toast the full moon. Who shall, with my shadow, make us three?
And of course, so with Great Works here, this is your gallery. So it's providing 8 tourism for culture. And I can actually move Great Works and such depending on what I have here. Oh, more barbarians. That's not good.
I fan myself in this most languid heat, The forest invites one to lay all bare. I hang my hood upon a rocky crag, my head exposed, I bathe in fragrant air.
So I've actually put both of those there. So that's giving me 16 tourism. But I can also move the Great Works to other cities. I should just build a monument. And send these guys down south. And I can send these guys up north. My world must be barbarian free. I'm not making the same mistake as I did last time. And apparently I have a settler. And I actually... I just want to move there. That would actually be the best spot. Spending all of my time see, like right now all my cities are in producing something, which is actually really good. Oh, natural history, nice. Now I have a new builder. I can actually cultivate the rest of these squares here. Oh, I should also mention, specifically with war. So the top bar here, I mentioned, of course, tourism. That's your culture victory. You get tourism, envoy, strategic resources. Strategic resources are what you need to actually build the advanced military units. So, when you actually... build military units, if you don't have an encampment, you need 2 of that strategic resource to build something. So if I want to build horsemen, I need 2 horses. Or for, as you can see here, I cannot build a swordsman in this city at all. And the reason why, and it says right here in the red text, it's probably very small, your civilization needs 2 iron to train this type of unit. If this city has an encampment, you only need 1 iron. So if I actually wanted to reduce it, so even if you actually want to go for military, you need to actually build those you need to build an encampment district and have that advance in that direction. So you need to be very, very careful in how you, like I said, every single city matters how you construct them. I also will say siege towers in this game are really, really good because you can link up. That was another thing, actually. I know I'm kind of having my my settlers just kind of go it alone, but what you actually can do, you can actually have your civilians or any non-military units link up with a military unit. So I can actually have my builders and such always connected to another one, to a military unit to protect them from being attacked. So what I actually probably should do here, probably build another round of builders. I just finished using all of mine. Industrial always just increases production. That's just always, it's just always a consistent positive. You know what? How many can you build? I can build 3 districts here. This will be worth it. I'm willing to give it for production. I'll just build a, production. So instead of just having a million on top of them, you just link them completely? Yes. Oh, well, you do... They do basically sit on top of them, but you link them so that they are protected. So instead of having to, like, oh, I have to move this settler, and then I have to move this military unit, no, they will move as one. And their movement will be determined by the settler or by the worker. You cannot actually kill trader units in this game, just to let you know. So, traders are effectively immune units.
The taxpayer. That's someone who works for the federal government, but doesn't have to take the civil service examination.
Now I can have an alliance with nobody because I don't know anyone that exists in this country. Or in this world. That would still take me way too long. Well, I can actually build this harbor here. Get myself another trade route. And there's actually another huge benefit towards building encampments. When you build an encampment, later on, this is just more of a later on thing. Later on, you will actually be able to build multiple, build a corps and an army. Now, a corps and an army. Oh, okay, fine. I'm just gonna. Forget it. We're just founding it right now. So when you have an encampment in a city, that city will be able to build an army or a corps. And this is later. This is when you actually have the technology for it. But when you can, it is effectively like stacking 3 units on top, 3 military units on top of each other. Now, obviously, you won't get. It's not an additive strength. So it's not going to be like. Let's take the military power of a swordsman here. So my swordsman military power is 35 melee strength. It's not 35 plus 35 plus 35. So it's not 70 then 105. It will usually be a plus 10. It'll be like a plus 10 bonus. But in this game, even just having 10 more military strength makes a huge difference when it comes to attacking. For now, let's actually take care of them. And as you can see here, it just jumps straight to my builder. And then it jumps right back to my horseman. Let's actually kill him. And we can actually go on these hills. But, like I said, one thing that really sucks is amenities. Amenities, as you can see here, keeping your people happy affects your growth. So, things that'll get you positive amenities. Luxury resources. That's one thing you always... so things like the dyes here, the salt, those are luxury resources. You can trade them to other civilizations. The NPCs will always give you 130 gold per luxury resource. But they also give you amenities. Amenities from civics, amenities from entertainment. This is honestly what I've relied on the most for keeping people happy. Amenities from great people. Amenities from religion, national parks. War weariness and bankruptcy, those are the negatives. You do have to watch out for those, but the rest are positives. So, I can actually build a lot on here. Unfortunately, I can't really do much on this one here. I think if anything, this will like be a production town. People just built up in the tundra. Let's see, so I can actually build an amphitheater. Why can't... Oh, okay. Let's actually get that culture up as much as possible. So when I can combine military units, like I combine the 2 swordsmen together. But you always want to be careful, because if you do take 2 existing military units and combine them, you want to make sure you don't combine 2 veteran units. What I mean by that is, like the promotion system in this game, if I combine 2 units that have 3 promotions each, you're not going to get any benefit from that. But if you do take a rookie unit, and combine them with your veteran unit, those veteran bonuses will still exist. They'll still carry over.
Every man should make his son learn some useful trade or profession, so that in these days of changing fortunes, they may have something tangible to fall back upon.
So, like I said, the Chichen Itza here. 2 culture to all rainforest tiles in this city, +1 production to all rainforest tiles for the city. Must be built on a rainforest. It's a very strict, very, very strict setup here. If anything... 'cause, 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 Like Merchant Confederation, that's also another card here. Probably should just kind of keep things as is. Let's just over here. Have these guys actually gets heal up. You always will heal up in cities as well. I usually tear down. Oh yeah, one other thing. With builders, since they only have so many turns, what you actually can do to speed up production of what your city is, if you cut down trees, you will actually get a bonus. Now, this was actually just recently changed, where you needed a certain amount of technology, and they drastically reduced the bonuses.
بفضل منه الواحد الأحد القوي المنتصر الدائم الذي لا ينتهي ملكه أرسل إليك تحياتي يا صديقي العزيز.
Hello, Saladin. How are you doing? Yeah, sure.
Jinek jizet izis heperti sepsen. Jinek Cleopatra hena henemeset ir. Iu ekshawu.
And of course, Cleopatra's back. And now I know there's 2 other civilizations out there in the world. But now I know where their capital is, so there's Cairo, and there is Rakadet. Interesting. That sounded painful.
It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it.
Yeah, but every single tile in this game you can cultivate. And that's honestly very, very important. It said by people that the house of a tyrant is... I got instantly denounced? Oh, we have different governments. That's why. Okay, so that's part of the diplomacy. And... I am worse than Brutus and Cassius combined. The world will know the truth. Wow. Alrighty. Both of them already hate me immediately. That's terrible. I have the urge to conquer them again.
This lighthouse was the cynosure of all eyes.
I always do like this, but at the same time, I love the artwork that people did for the, like in Civilization 5, when you built a wonder, you got an awesome picture. But at the same time, I'm reminded of all the, like one thing was, I believe it was Civilization 2, like, it lets you build your like your actual throne, and that was always such an amazing thing, to me. Let's see here. Always gotta make sure there's a road where you want. If you do, for trading here, one thing I should illustrate. If you see this trading post, right to the left of the name of the city, that means there's, that means if it passes through that city, you'll get even more of a benefit. It doesn't look like this. Is there any quests or anything? They just want theology. Okay. If anything. But I would say, though, your best bet, though, is always just focus on building roads, because that'll basically get all of your cities, from point A to point B a lot faster. And it doesn't hurt to just to use a turn and move, that trade unit, because traders can't always, trade with every single city on the map. They are sometimes just simply limited by range. So, we have that. What I actually should do... wouldn't hurt. Usually if you're by mountains, you'll get a lot more benefit, to campuses and such. I think right now, though... Actually, no. Building another settler would actually be a good idea. And the reason why I need to consistently build settlers, I want to try and colonize as much territory on the continent as possible. Yeah, so see, I don't... Building that wonder would do me no good at all. Building this, though, actually would. Actually, I wonder... That takes 50 turns. I need to build builders. That's what I need to do, actually. Just need to build an army of builders. You are building a monument immediately. So what I actually need to do, I need to send the builders over here. And I'll just have this builder here. Slowly expand. I think the other thing I need to sit down and do is just make archers for all my cities here. So basically, this city here, that's terrible.
لا.
Oh, don't you... I'm giving you so many luxuries! Yeah, no. Yeah, no, that's a terrible idea. You denounced me. How am I supposed to... Why should I be buddy-buddy with you? You just said I was a terrible, terrible civilization. I always take these things so personally. Yeah, I can actually build an amphitheater. Let's fortify... this trader. You know what? Actually, I'll just move this this unit here. Let's actually move it to Samos there, and I can create a trader out there. Oh, there's more barbarians. I didn't even notice that. Crap.
Petra is a brilliant display of man's artistry in turning barren rock into majestic wonder.
I gotta be honest, this is actually the first time I've built so many wonders in a game. I don't think I've ever built as many wonders as I have in this game, until now. Let's see, I could actually... Ooh. Wow, you actually get a lot... I would get a lot from that. I think would be better, though, if I actually use this. Wow, you actually do get a lot. Huh. Well, at least that wonder is delivering on what it actually promised. Where's this trader? Okay, great. I can send this trader to Kyoto. Did I discover like an ancient... I did discover a tribal village. In the year 760 AD. What? What happened? This unit earned experience. Nice. Well, now I'm curious what happened. Something happened to my units. Let's see. Back to exploring. I'll fortify you. Yes, there are still tribal villages. They can give you gold, they can give you experience, they can give you faith, or they can actually have technology. But it would only trigger that Eureka moment, so you would only get 50%. As one other thing you probably just saw there, just in a quick second, sometimes barbarians just spawn out of nowhere. Kinda sucks. Still haven't figured out why exactly, but they do. Let's see here. Yeah, let's actually... What's this power here? Increases trade route. Grants one free copy luxury resource on this tile for your capital city. I mean, in the real world, there are a few... Yeah. No, you are definitely right about that. So this actually gives me able to let me copy a luxury resource. Like I said, luxury resources are usually great to trade with other cities for bonus resources. You know what? Let's actually get salt. That's one thing I actually don't have a lot of in terms of amenities. Let's see. Let's see. Wow, this would actually get me 4 science. That's actually a lot. I wouldn't mind taking that. I'll take it. Have this be the only school in my civilization. So the one thing that's very deceptive, like I said, I've selected my builder here. It doesn't really show me anything I can build. So you always have to be you always have to actually look. Like, really look at every single tile, because every tile can be cultivated and turned into something aside from desert. And I mean every single tile. And each tile will obviously tell you, like, what city they belong to.
A diplomat is a man who always remembers a woman's birthday, but never remembers her age.
So, this is actually a pretty good one here. I actually don't need that one anymore. I'll actually take this. Because if I can build spies now, that changes everything. It does. I can build spies. Let's see. What do you have? You have an archaeological museum, so let's actually have him build an art museum. Major defeat. Oh no, that's not good. Moving all these pikemen. Like I said, the reason I'm able to now move so quickly all across the map is because of all those roads. But it's not going to be anywhere near like Civilization 5, where your entire continent is covered in roads.
Я царь Петр. Достойный правитель, подобный вам, должен ценить все самое изысканное. Любите ли вы искусство, подобно мне?
And looks like our last player is Russia. On to meet you. I'd love to sample your hospitality. Make a copy of that salt. Let's see, that's building. Alright, let's send him over here then. Like I said, I think this is honestly my favorite civilization now. Simply because the game has a lot more interactivity, but at the same time, it still does require it needs a lot more automation. Like, the combat's fine, the combat's still good. Let's see, I'd rather just move him up here and have him heal for a turn. Let's see. What is wrong with this city here? It's not advancing at all. So if you can obviously destroy and pillage districts as well, just like anything else. But it's very important. Let's actually do this. Move this guy up here. We need to get the production of these cities up. Production is still very, very important in this game. What is going on? Oh, barbarians! That explains everything. So it's always nice to just be able to get bonus resources. Really? Really? Because one other thing, you never know where, the other downside is you never really know where, right here should actually be good. Let's see. What I was gonna say here. So we can actually build a spy here now. We will actually start spying on all these, on all the cities. Let's see. Artifact slots, great works of art slots. Let's do more. Let's get more of those. This is not a good city to actually build things. If anything, this actually probably be a good military city. At least I would think it would be a good military city. Okay. Alright. Oh, so all deserts. Right. Huh. Well, this will be one of the few times I'll actually build onto this, then. Do I really need a military? I don't think I do. How about campus? Do you get anything bonus from campuses? Like I said, this is my personal weakness when playing this game. I'm very indecisive in what I should be building. What's going on here? I can actually upgrade this to a caravel. Let's actually do that. So this, as you can see here, I can actually remove this rainforest, which is what I'm going to do, and it's currently taking 43 turns for this city here to actually build that harbor. Take it down, goes down to 34. Massive improvement. There we go. Too close. Oh, tribal village. And I'm granted a trader unit. Nice. So I can actually... And there's my trader unit. Where's that other city? I can actually move this right over there to roads. Exactly what I need. They don't want to be contacted. Yeah, so civilizations hate me so much. Where's Russia? There's Russia. I'm actually fortunate. Last time I actually played a continent game, I actually got screwed. I did not get to move at all. See, right now, this place is... If you're maxed out on housing, your population growth rate slows dramatically. And honestly, I'd say it's okay for that to happen. Because, like I said, the problem I have is basically I always create this stagnation. Like, the game, like, the obvious solution is, of course, is like, okay, just build an entertainment complex and entertain everyone. But I shouldn't have to build, it feels like I had to build an entertainment complex on every single city. Let's see here. Let's actually build that. No, I don't need that. I don't need that right now. What I need is this place needs a builder. Actually, no, it doesn't need a builder. It does need. Just build a harbor. Yeah, let's stick there then. But just to let you know what speed I'm currently playing this. I'm playing this at the default speed. So the game does go, like I said, the game goes a lot slower than normal. I could have sworn there was a barbarian camp up here. Alright, great. So I actually have roads here, so I can actually have this go to Megara. And have these two cities connected.
EU mei iem rimat shautiu empaiter. Entek yiswa en yimiu yem.
Are you coming on to me, Cleopatra? But you did not... Hang on a second. Okay, so... I don't understand the diplomatic part yet, because everyone has hidden agendas and such. Like civilization with powerful military, so I'll try to ally with them to avoid damaging military conflicts. Dislike civilization, so that end, of course, has a, and, of course, has a hidden agenda. Every single one has a hidden agenda. You can also see, depending on how intelligent your civilization is, like, relationships, she really hates Russia. And apparently he's been denounced by Russia. So, access level is limited. Our relationship, and it tells you... So, she likes me just simply because... She's now starting to like me. Because I have a strong military. But, I have a very... I have different governments, which is apparently a huge, huge cause here. But, of course, because I got denounced, you can always go to war. You can only go to war, formally, if you've been denounced. You can always declare a surprise war, but that'll make people think you're a warmonger, and make other civilizations more likely to declare
New
war on you.
opinions are always suspected, and usually opposed.
What I actually can do... If I have liberalism, I can actually get +1 amenities from having 2 specialty districts, but I would have to actually build specialty districts everywhere. Isn't a bad thing, honestly. You know what? We do need to do this. And we even got some more envoys. We have a lot more envoys. A lot of culture envoys, too. What do they want? They want to destroy barbarian outposts. So there's a science one now, so we can actually get a science. And if you do miss an opportunity for a quest, like if I research theology and not get the trigger, it'll just give you another quest. So city-states are always just giving you, more quests and such. What I can do is probably focus on being, let's get 3 and 3 here. I think I just became the suzerain of those city-states. Oh, I should have built the harbor. That was my mistake. See, like, all these trees, all this rainforest, to me, I really don't like using rainforest. I prefer cutting down rainforest, because that'll just always give you production value.
Astronomy is much more fun when you're not an astronomer.
And the city center, that's actually where your city is located. So if I build ancient walls or build a granary, I would actually get... it would just build there. It doesn't actually take up an additional slot here. Oh, that's right. That was the reason why I never built on the Colossus there. Let's see. You know what? Actually, that's not a bad idea. Since I took that... Always a terrible... I always hate making these decisions. And I think the reason why I'm no longer having conflict, like I said, this has been a lot more relaxing than normal, simply because I don't have to... I've already taken out the threats, since Japan and China both declared war on me. And I'll say this, Prince difficulty, you'll usually get a decent challenge out of it. This is actually Prince difficulty. But once you actually learn how to really play the game, you know, handling Prince is no problem, but anything higher, the game does its usual. It just starts cheating like crazy. You know, it'll build its military faster. The barbarians will absolutely destroy you, which is actually pretty scary. How many builds do you have? You have 2 builds left. Yeah, I guess sending it south would actually be a good idea. But yeah, I always just have a problem with entertainment in this game. I really should just try and commit to, like, science and wonder. Well, that's something game developers just aren't doing in this day and age. They're just not focused on, excuse me. They are nowhere close to improving AI in games right now, which is, to me, really unfortunate. Build a harbor. And you can also build a harbor here. Actually, no, you're only going to have one. Harbors will always give you trade routes, but it also lets you, it won't let you build naval military units a lot faster, but it will let you, it'll remove the embarking and disembarking, movement penalty. Actually, you know, maybe our harbor actually is not a bad idea. There's nothing else really you can do in that city for sea tiles. Like, because I'm very much addicted to just using builders and just have the builders cultivate anything and everything. So, like, my entire civilization is miserable. But to actually solve that, I need to build entertainment complexes in each city. And that's something that's not really well designed, in my opinion. Let's see. Oh, great, I can actually upgrade this. And let's actually hit that heal. And let's actually stop the barbarians from crushing my city. Yeah, barbarians will still spawn, over and over again throughout the ages, no matter what. I don't need this rainforest. That just to let you know, every single tile if it's in your territory, you will still get something, and of course it does have value like defense bonuses and such. But just sometimes, if you don't need it, just get rid of it. So, like, I'm probably gonna get a huge bonus. Yeah, I'm gonna get 50 food and 50 production from this. You know, think of chopping down the trees as burst research. So, like, I would get 99 production from this if I tore it down. But is this a hill? No, it's just grassland. So if I the only way I would even get any sort of production from this if I actually built a lumber mill. I really do enjoy lumber mills. It would actually not be a good idea for me to tear that down because I'm only building a builder. I would also recommend, if you are building, if you are going to chop down a rainforest or trees,
Like to the apples on the Dead Sea shore, all ashes to the taste.
you should actually make sure you're producing something like a district or a building, something around those lines. You know, unless you absolutely need that unit produced immediately. Like, say you're making a military unit, yeah, definitely chop down that tree, chop down that rainforest. There is later in the game you do actually get the option to plant trees with your builders. So that is an option, but I can't remember which civics It is actually under. I'm actually going to chop down that rainforest there because I don't need it. And since I actually don't need this rainforest either. Because rainforests do give you a little bit of production. But to me, personally, it's not enough to warrant it. I can actually send these guys over here. I think I should build a campus here. That's actually not a bad idea. Man, it's a good thing I have my own continent. Or else I would be in trouble. Oh. Stalemate, huh? Let's see here. Oh, come on, guys. As long as I can get one of these areas here, I'll be happy. The industrial era.
Ballet projects a fragile kind of strength and a certain inflexible precision.
There we go. That's actually worth it. So let's see here. There is a point where you do get so many cards, it's kind of difficult to actually tell what you actually need. So now I have the option of getting 4 great musician points per turn. That's actually not bad. We're actually not really building as many oh no, that's a wild card slot. Shoot. So what I can do here, I'll actually get rid of that. Let's not worry about producing as many settlers. Out into the slot. Musicians. There we go. But you see, it's always important to just simply look at, like, what you're actually getting from each of the cards here. Like, a neighborhood here is actually a really good one that usually solves a lot of your problems. Like, here's a natural history museum here. I can actually learn colonialism. That'll actually be a really good one. Opera and ballet is a standalone. I think conservation is probably where... Yeah, conservation allows builders to plant woods. And woods in your territory that have been removed, old growth gain appeal, and appeal leads to... that will lead to more culture. And I need a granary here, apparently, because now my city's growing even more. Yeah, see, I only have 3 here, and now I'm the Suizane of the oppressed Lav. What quest did all these people want? To recruit a great rider, general... Wow, everyone wants something from me. Arabia. A lot of new civilizations here. What do I actually get from this? +2 production in every encampment district when producing units, so this will actually let me pump out military very quickly. Let's see, and that's straight up money. Actually, I want to make sure I'm always gaining money, because I'm starting to... I've been consistently at around 30%. Or 50%. Let's see. I just realized I haven't been studying any sort of military technology either. That's literally what I'll probably actually fall behind. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, this is actually perfect. That area there where my unit is. Oh, okay. Interesting, alright.
Ваш народ достоин восхищения. Искусство, наука. Чего еще желать?
I don't know. What don't I have? I don't have a military, apparently. Actually, speaking of which, what is my world ranking? I'm now leading in culture. Nice. I'm actually leading in everything, apparently. Except for religion. You always have to be careful about religion. It'll sneak up behind you and get you. Can I make another spy? No, I cannot. Awards 2 randomly chosen free civics when completed must be completed on flat land adjacent to the theater district. That's actually perfect. If there's one thing I will say, I love deserts I love building wonders on the deserts. And I know that's weird to say, but being able to actually build those on deserts just makes my job a whole lot easier, because deserts are always barren. You can't really do anything with them. See, like, this city's now a production paradise now because I built that one wonder. Speaking of which, why the heck haven't these... Where the heck are my scouts? Yeah, we need to get rid of that. Alright, so... make that trader go to Samos so we can actually build a gigantic road. And that's how you heal for a turn. And we can set a city to espionage, so... let's see... oh, it tells me what I can do. So it looks like can't really do much. Cairo, actually. Yeah, let's send them to Cairo. See if we can steal some technology. Let's send these builders over here. But as you can see, though, like from we're two friends with the smaller civilizations. We appreciate that that you recognize this fact. What did I do? Westernizer. We have a similar government. Yeah, so he actually likes me. Moving forces near their city. Well, I'm just exploring. So I could start trading with them. Actually, you know what? Yeah, there you go. I'll start exploring this a little bit more. Nice, Scientific Academy. Let's make that place the smartest city ever.
Remember that politics, colonialism, imperialism, and war also originated in the human brain.
Let's see. Nah, I like my government the way it is right now. I have now 2 more envoys. Probably actually start taking... I don't really need the faith one. I don't... What's the benefit here? Receive a relic every time you discover a new natural wonder and earn 50% faith from all relics. Yeah, so you do actually want to look at what the benefits are for being, not being the suzerain, but just simply having more than other civilizations. Usually that will mean, though, you are, the suzerain of that place. What's this give me here? Yeah, let's actually get more money from my trading posts here. I don't think this city... I don't think it needs anything else. I can definitely build something here, though. So, like I said, it's always nice. I should actually move them here for now. There's no reason that I would... If I tore down that rainforest, there would be no reason for me to do that. So... Irrigation on luxury resources will always get you gold. Which is also really nice, because that just improved the amenities there. Yeah, sure, I'll be friends with Russia. I think that'll be a good benefit. Honestly expecting this area to expand a little bit faster. Like, even the other see, that's the thing I criticize. Like, it used to be, like, you chase after these wonders. Not so much anymore. You don't really chase after them anymore. One thing I do need to do, actually, just in case, I do want to protect my cities. And I don't want to take the chance of any sort of war. And apparently I finally actually just got iron. I have enough iron to make swordsmen after over 1,000, almost 900 years. Hanging gardens. Yeah, I don't need any of this stuff here. Well, I should start making some military units just to protect all my cities, just in case something does go wrong. Let's see here. Place is a paradise for advancing. Probably actually should have. I honestly don't like listening to the advisors. I think I'm at a point where it's like, oh, okay, I already know what you actually want me to do. Don't need minor victory. Decisive victory. That'll get rid of them. I know we're not going to finish tonight, though. That's one thing I will say. Let's actually also move you over here. And apparently I still don't have a road to Kyoto from that city. Actually amazing. What? See, once I actually get the sewer, I can actually build that in my city square, and I'll actually get more housing. Yeah, I remember the early game was usually seeing who can get the wonders first. Yeah, if anything, if there's one wonder that's still really, really good to get, it's the pyramids, because that gives your builders one more build. I'm building a bunch of scouts to, well, I need to explore that other continent. I probably should just build the entertainment complexes. Fresh you. And have you explore as well. Because it's great, I know there's another huge continent out there, but I'm not seeing any of it. Pikemen, stuff you fortify. If I want an alliance. You would want 3 of my luxury resources, 20 gold per turn. Nope. Wonder if I could talk him down. Nope. Basically, I would take his tourism. I don't really need diamonds, though. Oh, I have an idea. Give me... It's that gold part that sucks. I don't even need gold. I'm sorry, man. I don't need it. Yeah, it's dumb, but your offer is really unfair. If you got it as Britain, let's see. If you didn't get the Great Lighthouse and weren't Britain, you could just give up winning the naval war. That doesn't... Thankfully, that doesn't really exist anymore. I've noticed in terms of military, I find the military aspect, for me at least, to be very easy. Just give me a second here. I noticed one thing. I'm not getting any sort of... I'm not getting any musicians. It feels like the card is wasted. The bonuses, culture... Probably could use a lot more trade routes, though. You know what? Let's just go with Great Raider. Yeah, I honestly don't notice a huge problem with things like with military. I will say though, like archers to me are overpowered in this game because any range unit, not the siege units, specifically the like the crossbowmen. Since they have a melee strength and a range strength, if you attack them in melee, they will still do damage to any of the melee units. But they also basically get to attack for free. And units to me are a lot sturdier in this game, so you can actually, siege units obviously are much better at taking a city, especially later in the game. But most of the time, though, I just found that making a just taking the time and just absolutely conquering, or not conquering, what was I thinking? Just spam, creating a bunch of archers and melee units is currently a much better strategy. I guess I guess he just finally finished building a caravel. Let's see here. Hermitage, where can I put that? What does Hermitage do? Must be built along a river. 3 art points turn, and that's not bad. Guess he's not really great on production, but I'll take it. So let's get that. Oh, I can actually move this one here. I normally do focus on a lot of internal trading, mainly because I just want all those roads. I know that's a bad idea, sending a caravel just to explore on its own, but I'd rather just have it explore. Let's see. Where... see. And of course you could always remove improvements as well, but I don't know why you wouldn't remove a single improvement in this game. Oh good, these guys finally got up here. And these guys, what can you do? Oh, I can actually get some milk. Finally, after all these years, my people can enjoy some milk. Much tourism. You know what? That is such a good spot. You know what? Fine, forget it. We'll build right here. Wait, what is mine? What am I getting? I am getting... What does this city need? Send an archaeologist here to excavate an artifact will provide culture and tourism when brought back to your city. Interesting. Can I build more archaeologists, or is that like a one-time thing? At least you can't stack military anymore. Yeah, you can't stack military anymore. Thank goodness for that. One scout turning into 10 warriors and archers was horrible. Well, I think that was Civilization 4 where they got rid of that. And yeah, that was much needed. But one thing to note is that the people who developed this game were the people who developed the expansions like Brave New World and Gods and Kings for Civilization 5. So they really focused on more turning into a really good single-player board game. You can actually really just enjoy going at your own pace here. Let's actually build a bunch of military units instead. That is what I should do. I have not cultivated Kyoto at all. It's actually really bad. I'm to all my builders. Did I really use all my builders? I think I did. I do have a lot of gold though, but I want to make sure. Oh great, so now I have a spy here, so now I can actually see a lot more in what they're doing. So what I can actually do, so I'll have these 4 choices here. So, listening posts increases diplomatic visibility. Spies will operate at 2 levels higher for 24 turns. This is actually usually a good start, because I'll just make your spies more efficient. Let's see. Okay, so we actually have a choice here. So we can actually do more writings, or we can actually recruit Niccolo Machiavelli or Donatello. Let's recruit Donatello. Oh, apparently we'll guess we'll get both great people. Nice. So, where to go? I guess I could only send them to that university then. Yeah, so you want to make, so clearly what I need to start doing is just making more great works. And can we send this writer anywhere? We can actually send the writer up there. Oh, he actually made it. The city needs a theater square and an archaeology museum and
Thus it is
building.
necessary to note, men must be either enticed or snuffed out. For light offences they avenge, grievous ones they cannot. Therefore the offence done to a man must be such as to remove any fear of revenge.
Actually, that's actually really good. Oh, looks like I'm actually having a lot of trading posts now. Where is, let's see, St. Petersburg? Is there a road there? There is a road there, okay. Athens to... I see here if there's any other cities I need to actually make a road towards. You know what, actually, let's just go and make a trade with Russia. That'll actually improve relations a lot. Actually, I don't know why I did that. That was dumb. I want to actually explore westward. I guess I can only have as many archaeologists as I have museums. I need to just force all my cities to have museums. Whether I like it or not, whether it's good for me or not, I need to start doing that. I just always view it as like a waste. Like a waste of production, a waste of resources, but that's my personal problem. I'll actually finish building that harbor. Now you can spend all your time building the Colossus.
It is necessary for the one who founds a republic and sets laws in it to presuppose all men evil, and always ready to put the maliciousness in their soul to use every time they have a chance.
Very, very good words. Ooh. The equestrian statue of Guatemala. Nice. You know what? Actually, this will just make things a whole lot faster for me. That's another thing, just to let you know. Buying units in this game can get very expensive. They are not static. They increase... They get very expensive. Extremely expensive. To a ridiculous degree. That was 540 gold for a, for one. I sent a trade delegation bearing gifts. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Oof. Judith slain Holofernes. Oh, there we go. Theming bonus doubling output when displaying the same type from different artists. Interesting. From different artists. So in other words, variety. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Oh, I know these people are just so unhappy. Actually, no, that's not the right thing to build right now. Oh, jumped around for a bit there. Like I said, I know I'd be able to go a lot faster in this game if the builders were automated. And honestly, with the options available, I usually find myself like agreeing. It's like, okay, go build that instead. Where's my archaeologist? 12 turns. Can I just buy it? 1,013 gold. My goodness. That's a lot to build that. We have another trader, apparently. What the heck is this city? Heaton? Eh, why not? What time is it anyway? Oh, we've been streaming for a lot longer than I originally intended. Alrighty. There's that one more turn thing going on. I'm actually surprised with how much culture I have. I haven't been... Well, actually, no. I'm way ahead of everyone, aren't I? Yeah, I'm absolutely leading like crazy.
A common mistake that people make when trying to design something completely foolproof is to underestimate the ingenuity of complete fools.
So, you can also lose some cards because they actually improve. They improve it. So I surfed them, and now I get Public Works, which is basically combined two of the cards, production value, and builders get extra actions. I always find this to be absolutely essential every single time. 15% production towards industrial and later wonders. That's also very, very valuable. I think once I learn sanitation, I think I'll stop. Oh my god, what's another barbarian encampment. Stop invading my territory. Stupid barbarians. It's gonna be scary once those guys actually become tanks. And yes, they will become. They will. I know it looks like they aren't. They aren't aging, but they are. Go. Okay, so now I can actually try and steal some gold, or I can try and steal some military. I'll actually take the chance and try and steal some military. And since this is 1, this is 2. Oh, apparently it could build a harbor. I don't know why, how it could, but it can. Everyone in this city is miserable. I wonder. I can! I'll be more than happy to take that. I don't know what I really want this to be yet. But I think overall we've made some really, really great progress. What's going on here? Oh. It found a village. Good for them. What? Oh. Oh, my scout ran into a village. Okay. Alrighty then.
لا.
Our ideological differences are only the beginning. I can't approve of the way you govern your people. Wow, they really just don't like my government. Alright then, well, I think this section might be...
No
I think, yeah.
innovation in the
There we go.
past 200 years has done more to save lives and improve health than the sanitation revolution, triggered by the invention of the toilet.
Toilets are important. So we'll choose our technology here. Actually, that's the first time I've seen the military advisor. That is the very first time I've seen the military advisor. I like how I actually can... Can I actually go straight to chemistry? I can, and I can pick only anti-cavalry units. That's not exactly ideal. Let's actually... I'm torn here, actually. This is not good. I can actually use all my... I really should actually use all my science and just build... Zimbabwe. Hey, Negative Pro, how you doing? You kind of caught me at the tail end of all this, unfortunately. Frigate. You know what? I want to actually upgrade everything, so I actually think I'll go with the, I think I'll go with this, then. Just enjoying some Civilization. Was talking about the Game Awards show. We actually do need to upgrade all our military, our archers here. This is ridiculous. Why I haven't upgraded these archers. Can you just kill him? No, you cannot. That's actually surprising. There. And then we can... do that. You're enjoying the Hearthstone expansion. I did see that, actually. That I actually kind of like it. I was playing it a little bit on my mobile phone. A little bit earlier today. And I do like, actually, I do like what they done. I find it to be kind of entertaining, at least. Hearthstone's always a good job at making sure it's entertaining, but the reason why I've stopped playing is I can't keep up. I just cannot keep up with what they actually want. Oh, I have a major housing problem everywhere. Like, if you can't stay relevant, you can't keep all the cards and such, you just lose. And that's not fun. It's not fun at all. That's why, I like Hearthstone. It does a great job for what it does, but it doesn't really help, if you can't put down the money, I don't see how anyone can really have a lot of fun with it. Hey, promotion. Nice. Ah, damn it. Produced another swordsman.
The whole palace complex is built along a central axis, the axis of the world. Everything in the four directions suspend from this central point, represented by these palaces.
I do like that one. Oh my goodness. Everyone needs housing. Let's actually just get up to 6 here. What's the benefit here? Builders... Your light and heavy cavalry units have +5. Ooh, that's actually really good. Yay, for another wildcard policy slot. Let's see. Your city receives 1 culture for each specialty district it constructs. Culture and science per turn. 4th gold for all trade routes. That actually is really good. That should drastically increase my gold. Yep, doubled my gold. Major defeat, major defeat. That's not good. Pillaging only costs 1 movement point. Yeah, I need to get that. I need an army. Any quests for trading? No, no quests for trading. That's unfortunate. But I can't have these people hate me forever. Can I even trade with any other city? Alright, yeah, okay. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. We'll finish this another night. We'll hopefully finish this another night, though. We've made a lot of progress, though. We're still in the lead for the Culture of Victory. And I think next chance I get in all of my cities, I'll actually finally build the cultural, the amphitheaters and such, and just start trying to actually start mining everything, I guess. Maybe do a little more expansion, though. But, for now, though, thank you very much for watching. Let's actually take a look and see who is available. You know what? Why not? Let's send y'all the Flak Blag here. I'm surprised, actually, he actually just started, so he's actually just doing his, Binding of Isaac run. So, if anything, though, once again, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. Probably, I don't know if I'll continue this tomorrow, but we'll see. I do know I'm not going to be streaming on Saturday. I'm going to be going to the PlayStation Experience, being held down in Southern California, so I'm going to spend some time and actually check what that's all about. So, once again, though, thank you very much for watching. Have yourselves a good night, and until then, take care.